Hello and welcome to our Darkest Dungeon live stream. Today it's Darkest Dungeon, perhaps unsurprisingly based off my previous intro. Yeah, it's a pretty good fucking game. I like it a lot, and there's brand new goddamn DLC out. So we're gonna give that an old go. Apparently there's shards now. That's new. There's a new kind of area that's been introduced. As you can see, I'm reasonably well through the game. I have a collection of level 6s who I'm terrified of losing to having spent thousands of pounds on them, and they've all been bitten by vampires at some point, which is less than grand, because that's what Darkest Dungeon's about. It's a game about very, very slowly becoming overwhelmed by monsters, and as a result, it's pretty solid. I personally very much enjoy Darkest Dungeon. I think it's pretty good. I think that's a good character setup. That guy has... what's he got? Do I want that one? Or do I want withstand, lead resist, target? I might want that one. Yeah, I probably do want that one. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. Let's get in there. This, of course, the new DLC. Used to tap into otherworldly power, but beware of its other effects. Cannot be used while virtuous. Grim. Of course, this is Darkest Dungeon. Everything's fucking grim, Luke. Come on. Alright. Do we have any food? We don't seem to have any food. That's a thing. That was definitely a thing. Rem bandage, medicinal herbs, skeleton key, holy water, laudanum. Medicinal herbs, skeleton key, holy water, laudanum. As soon as you enter into mind of the horrors of the dark, shard dust, and the blood. I guess we're just kind of going to go without supplies then. Alright.
Blight had struck the harvest again that year, and the miller was desperate.
Yeah, it's a game about meteorites. It's a game about extra-dimensional sky horror. Whereas the...
Seated comfortably in my observatory, surrounded by telescopes and other delicate
Darkest Dungeon is, of course, a game about you receiving, like, missives from your uncle and like, a historical debt that you must clear, as your uncle has either taken his own life or been consumed by monsters. Presumably taken his own life, but the game is not super explicit with all that's going on. Okay, are you gonna barrier around the farmstead? I guess I'm just gonna have to break the barrier with my hand. Alright, on we go. Now usually you get a little bit of a... there's a tiny man there for a second. There was an awkward jump. Okay, horses. This is of course the new DLC, which is based around monsters with stealth have the shadowy appearance and cannot be hit by direct attacks, but are vulnerable to area effect attacks. Only some hero skills, such as shield breakers exposed, can hit them while in stealth. These skills have the additional benefit of de-stealthing the monster. Okay, so... okay, so Grape Shot Blast is going to hit all of them, which will de-stealth that. So that's where I'm going first. Lunge. That moves you forward. I don't want you to move forward necessarily. Pick to the face. Poison Dart. 2 points per round for 4 rounds. How much health has that got? I think I'm just gonna... Poison Dart. I'm gonna Poison Dart. No, because I've... oh, no, he doesn't have light resistance. Alright, excellent. Yeah, you do want to poison guys. You want to kind of get a bit of momentum going. It's very, more than a little bit tricky. I hate his heal ability. It's quite good. It's just also an enormous bastard to use properly. But yeah, as I say, Darkest Dungeon, and I like Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon's a good fucking game. I've played a lot of Darkest Dungeon. The reason I've played a lot of Darkest Dungeon is because it's kind of a tight little system where you're definitely at least as much as a monster as the things that you kill. Like, there's no monster waves and respawn. Defeated foes will be replaced by waves of despicable reinforcements. Your body must endure this onslaught without pause or hope for respite. Because of the strange nature of Time's behavior in the farmstead, you can retreat with no penalty at any time. All farmsteads quest have a kill meter, the measure of your might and ambition. Fill it by defeating monsters, and when your tally hits certain thresholds, you reserve a reward of crystal shards. These rewards increase the further you venture. Jules sees those strange growing shards will trade you for unspeakable artifacts of power. Okay. A crystalline aberration. 2 crystalline aberrations. Can I not hit that guy yet? Okay, I'm just gonna... I mean, you'd assume the pickaxe would do more damage, because it was, like, you know, stone, but I guess here we are. Oh, I don't have a lot of, I guess Grape Shot Blast is the best I've got for that, idiot. You're directly... Okay. I guess Withstand's the best I'm going to be able to do for a little while. Yeah, the new, obviously new enemies means new mechanics, and new... Oh, are you... If you're also cloaked, then I'm kind of out of options all of a sudden. Poison darts. Oh no, I can hit both of them. Amazing. Alright. Yeah, new enemies, new mechanics, and what Dark is as well is fucking mechanics. My guy. Shoot some goddamn horses, why don't you, bud? I probably would have been better off just hitting the one. Let's curse horses. Cursed horses, by the way. Just, what a goddamn shame. What a beautiful animal that you've filled with terrible crystal from space, presumably. Like, how big was the meteorite? All crystal all the way down? You've gone back to being cloaked again, like some variety of asshole. Ah. Lots of misses from that guy. I do like the whole, like, the structure of you kind of increasingly just populating your team with, you know, vapid, self-serving dickheads. Because that's basically all that the poor are, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure I stand behind that, being a poor. Are we gonna... Weakening, sir, sacrificial stab. I think you might want to just, like, nip to the back there, buddy. Alright.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Still aberrations. Current kills 3. Poison darts. No. Okay.
Be gone, fiend.
How do you get health back? No idea. Alright. Yeah, probably best. As I say, difficult to kind of provide a narrative to, though. What I do like so far, fucking evil horses. Lads, who doesn't like evil horses? They're the world's worst creature. It's a beautiful it's a beautiful twisting of God's most wonderful animal. Are you gonna explode at my guys doing an incredible quantity of damage? Well, that's unfortunate for me. Every one of them will fall, probably. Alright, so it's a boss of sorts, I guess, already. I'm probably going to lose that guy to a terrible, terrible curse. Oh, what a terrible line to have a curse in the first place. Oh, what do we... Oh, he's gonna friggin' eat his own goddamn skin, the idiot. Heal yourself, try not to bleed yourself. Didn't, well done. That was all I asked for you, and I'm still kind of disappointed. Bleed, I guess. Alright, that one will... hit me back, so that one. Because of course, I love the art style, by the way, to this, and I really feel like you should. Like, I feel like this is one of those games with an art style that really kind of sells itself to its theme. It looks like a Mike Moore, not Michael Moore, fuck off Michael Moore. It looks like a Mike Mignola comic book, in that it's dark, it's grim, it's oppressive and gnarly. And what's not cool about that? You're struggling perpetually against an endlessly uncaring system, capitalism, and what ends up happening is that you lose very gradually, or rather, the people who struggle lose. You're not one of these guys. That's kind of cool, isn't it? That the person who you are as a player is not the person who has anything at stake. You don't die. There's no way for you to lose a Darkest Dungeon game. Like, you just get more people in, and gradually you'll get to a point where some of them will survive. He's dead. It doesn't matter. Well, you get to a point where some guys survive, and then you're fine. Then, like, you're back into the game. It doesn't really matter. I am liking Endless Mode, though, so far. The pull of this particular... Blight and Breed, dodge and speed. No, I just want that idiot dead. Yeah, the pull of Darkest Dungeon is that, you know, you're not the guy doing the risking, and that moves from subtext to text pretty quickly, and I like dig that a lot. I dig that idea that you aren't the hero here. You're the asshole who required there to be heroes, and your heroes are all whiny, like, self-important jerks, but they only seem that way because you're a terrible person who expects them to die for you for basically no benefit of themselves. Like, all of your guys, the whole thing that you're fighting against is your own fault. You did this. Pretty undeniably, you made all the mistakes. But that doesn't matter, because these are the people who are going to die for it. And that's cool, you know what I mean? Like, that's a charming little angle for a very grim game about ceaseless labor. Like, these are people brought back from the dead by a terrible comet, and you don't care. There's no moment given to the tragedy of these human beings' lives, because they must be killed. And they keep coming. There is lots of them. Many people died here, but that is not important to you. You are here to kill things. And kill things you shall. He is horrified now, so he gets extra stress. And that's an asshole thing to do. I don't want you to have stress, you jackass. You're here to kill things for me. So why aren't you doing that? Why do you have emotions? Why are you caring about stress when what you could be doing is murdering things that I need you to kill to gain me stuff? Like, it's a game about how much of an asshole you'd have to be to require heroics. It's not about heroes. You can become attached to your heroes, but they will all eventually fall to nymphomaniac, like, gambling nonsense. They will all stop being great people and just start being angry, depressive shitheads. Because that's where you go when you're required to be a hero all the time by everyone constantly. You know what I mean? These people don't have a choice about what they do with themselves, and as a result, all their victories and their trials are kind of meaningless. You don't... Oh, what a fuck. Alright, cool. 10 kills, so I'm about halfway through. It's time to start disposing of these things with a little bit more speed, and we're kind of getting there. Punched in the chest by a horse, and he keeps up, which is nice. Poison the horse. All best horses are dying slowly of a terrible illness. That's what I always believed. Terror corpses, buff self to 5 accuracy. Yeah, so I'll do that. Because he needs accuracy buffs, because he's a goddamn useless idiot when it comes to hitting things otherwise. Poison darts. Poison darts. You can stack poison, so everything just ends up hyper fucking poisoned to fuck. And it's great as well, because especially her poisoning, usually when you poison something, the next turn it gets a resistance, but her poison ability comes with a nice little debuff that means that you don't get a resistance, you just take a bunch of damage, and that's nice, that's kind of handy. Fucking keep it coming, lads. Let's not give me even a second. You gonna bleed? You're gonna bleed. You're already dead. I'm pleased about that. Are you gonna poison dart? Nice critical hit. He's got resistance. He's got a minus to his resistance now, but he's still, you know, alive. He's an asshole. He's gonna fucking keep going. This idiot's fucked. Can I just... Okay. Oh, good. Oh, bad. He has an enormous bust to his goddamn accuracy right now. What a loser. God damn it. Yeah, I like it. Like, he's a very ill man. Certain characters won't go on quests with him because of how sickly and perverse he is. They hate him for that. Or am I thinking of someone else? No, I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry, there's a lycanthrope who has, like, weird positives and negatives that aren't, like, aren't immediately very helpful. He's just so resistant to blight. You ass. You total ass. Alright. Nope. Everyone misses. We're pretty close. We're getting quite a distance there, and I'm just getting torn into little pieces. I'm surprised at how fast I lost that one guy and just kept on keeping on. Like, oh, amazing. Amazing. Keep them coming, boys. Alright, okay. But yeah, no, you're just slaughtering the weak and feeble at this point, and that's... Come on, dude. I need one thing out of you, and it's total and unflinching obedience. Why can't you kill monsters as I tell you to, instead of, you know, having to engage them in battle and being tired and stressed and poisoned and constantly hacked at with the friggin' earthly tools of the fucking lower classes. Get your poison out, boy. And I realize that I'm talking a lot right now about like, oh, it's an analogy for bad capitalisms and things. Like, I realize that I've made that joke and I'm not upset with having oh, you're gonna die, bud. You're super gonna die, bud. Oh, guy, I'm sorry. Clear all corpses. Yeah, that's what you want. Oh, we're so close now. I think that's going to be 20, so if these guys get out of here, and if she gets out of this, she's going to be useless for ages. Like, it's going to be an enormous goddamn... Yeah, she's paranoid. So she's just going to be an asshole to all my friends now. 5% says you will sell no dog. What? Now she's just going to give herself stress. If you get too much stress, you'll have a heart attack. That's literally how that goes. And I'm just waiting for these things to not kill any of my guys. I don't want my guys to die. They've got so little going for them. Alright. Okay. So yeah, so I think at this point I've definitely already won, because I don't think that hasn't... Yeah, okay. And that's what the new mode is. It's one fight. It's like an endless mode where your ability as a team is built around your ability to just keep killing things. Like, you don't stop with that. You kill as many things as you have to kill. Comet shards. Beyond time and space? We've leveled up. What do we get? Thanatophobia, and plus 20 stress if natural swing, and beast slayer. Those are all pretty handy. She's paranoid as hell though, so we'll have to send her to church in order to, you know, just kind of get her calmed down a bit. Ooh.
Paid dearly for her freedom. And deserves better than this place.
Probably. I mean, everyone deserves better than this place, mate. It's pretty much hell. That's something that keeps happening as well. Like, the guy who's definitely responsible keeps talking about how everyone deserves better than it. And, like, man, we're not here by accident, guy. Like, this was not a trick. Alright. Luminous. Is she any good? Let's have... Oh, you're right. Front range fighter. Captivate. Mark. Can she mark? Boss self 3 speed. Okay, so she moves forward with that one. Blight 4 points for 3 rounds, which is pretty handy. You have to be in front though. Puncture, pierce. Oh, okay, all right. So that's pretty. Yeah, she's a pretty good frontliner. What's her HP at? It's not great, but her dodge is pretty okay. Speed and dodge. Stress in ruins. 25 to healing received. Okay. Now you, where are you? What are you doing? Let's have a look at you. Right. So she's got damage, more damage if the torch it's a bit dim. She can only gamble, and her stress is increased. I haven't spent any money on her. Bye. You're done. You're done. You would cost me more to fix than I care to spend on you. And that's kind of what it's all about, man. You're done with people. You don't have to care. You don't have to sit around and hope that... You don't have to care about your dude. You don't have to help them get better. You can just kick them the hell out, and it doesn't... Euclidean? Oh, I see. It's all like Miller's Pipe on Monster Kill. Minus Press. Arblast. Musketeer. The Musketeer and the Arblast are the same thing. The Musketeer is free, and it's just the Arblast again. Alright, so there's all different... Okay, so there's Thirsting Blade. Plus 2 speed, plus 10 crit versus bleeding, on attack miss, plus 5 damage to self. Alright, so that's not great. Okay. So you just gotta kinda hope this asshole, hope those abilities kind of kick in. Alright, I'm going to save myself up some of that. Alright, we're on a medium level farmstead quest. That means I got to bring out some of my guys who actually know how to have fights. Which is amazing. Oh god, he's crippled for the blood. He's upset for the blood he is. Obsessed with self-worship. Intense craving for alcohol. Obsessed with sainthood. Obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge. He's a complex individual with a lot of things to think about. wildly craving that blood. Really kind of into the whole blood thing right now. He's thinking about getting a tattoo and everything. Alright, go for you. Because you seem to be less outwardly manic about... No, that's... I'm gonna... Alright, hang on. Alright, where's my inventory? Can I just give him some blood? Do I have that power? Plus 15% if damage is... Plus 15% damage below 40%. The Flagellant famously, like, gets a better chance to survive the near-death stuff, which is quite handy. He's ill as well. He's got a disease. What's his... Oh, he's a bit of a vampire. Yeah, people become bits of vampires in this. Alright, do I wanna... I invite you to join the Twisted Games or gather the blood. Activate 3 1. Alright, Baron's voice. You know what? Yeah, this is just going to be a Darkest Dungeon play for a little while, so I'm just going to play me some fucking Darkest Dungeon. This is obviously the new stuff, but I think I want to kill the Baron before I do anything else, just to... Firstly, invading insects turn, invitations to the courtyard. Okay. I want to do this. Kill one miller. They seem to fall upon themselves the closer one gets to the Comet Crash site. Where have the miller and his family got? I reckon, alright, that they're probably fine. They're probably totally fine. They're just off, like, comfortably. It's Crimson Curse time. It's... Alright, let's bring... Are you the... Flagellant. Alright, I'm going to bring some blood, enough for all 4 of them. They're going to all have a nice chug. And then powered up vampires, which they are very briefly, they're going to have a really nice time just thrashing the hell out of this. It's Vampire Squad. We're vampire squadding. Let's provision these idiots with 4 delicious tubes of blood. I think that will be craving, wasting, and wasting. Oh, is wasting too far? Well, I need to bring another one. Let's bring an extra one. If they don't drink it, we can bring it back. Oh, I can bring food this time as well. Okay, cannot be used while what does it do? Does it do anything? I'm not gonna take any of that, because I don't know what it does. I'll take one and see if I can't. I'll see if I'll use it and see what happens. Okay, got some blood. Some holy water. Medicinal herbs. Toxins, powers of blight. Do I want to just kind of take a... Do I want to just get in there, give everyone a nice healthy dose of handy potion, and then hope that their resistances kind of hold up? Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give them one of those. Permanent combat debuffs. Used to counter blights. 2, 3, 4. Let's give them some laudanum. I'm going to give everyone some holy water and laudanum, and see if that doesn't, like... That doesn't, you know, give them a little bit of an advantage in the endless slog against monstrous death. God, we are going to get slaughtered, boys.
The miller, lamentably eager for some early sign of improvement, fixed his watery eyes intently upon the wilted fields and listless mill. My gaze, however, was cast skyward, and I marveled at the limitless profanity of the stars, wondering what harvest might come.
What a weird, there's so much set dressing about how terrible everything definitely is. He is the Fury, which is handy. You're also the Fury. You're wasting. So let's make you the Fury. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. You can't give someone the Fury unless they're craving. I think if they're just Crimson Cursey, they're just kind of Crimson Cursey. I'm gonna... Holy water. Holy water. Holy water. Holy water. I think laudanum is probably a treatment instead of a Oh, wonderful. Okay, extra stress. Oh, speed and damage. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Breach the goddamn barrier. You see, the longer we go now, because most of those perks are like per battle, so this team should be pretty goddamn solid now that it's Oh, you have to be in the first two. Oh, and it's only... Yeah, this guy has some attacks that he can only use when he's taking a bit of a beating. Clear the marked target, transfer bleed, transfer bright to self, or punish. The Sleeper's Herald. That doesn't sound good, but I'm going to whip the shit out of a farmhand instead. Slice off and harvest, boys! Oh, yep, okay. So I'm going to see if I can't make rocks bleed, which is, I think, a good idea. I reckon, probably, not a bad idea. Retribution. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, you're an idiot. I don't have a great amount of healing, but I have it. The Arbalest has some healing, so I'm hoping that she'll like really lay into these assholes for me. Sniper's mark. Oh, that's okay. I think I'm just gonna shoot that idiot.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, I really like. I like the skills. I like the whole the combat is ironically kind of the backseat of this game. Whereas what you actually care about is, you know, beating the ever-living hell out of your own guys in order to get them to do terrible things for you. Yeah, just play a song. Do not taint the purity of the strength blood gives me. Yeah, sometimes blood-crazed vampire maniacs won't appreciate it if you, like, talk shit about their cool blood. They're so into the blood. It's very, like, the whole Crimson thing is very kind of Bloodborne, whereas the rest of the game is like a Mike Mignola Dark Souls crossover, which is just cool. Like, if you, like, that's a cool thing. That just is, man. I don't know what to tell you if you don't like Mike Mignola and also Bloodborne. Bloodborne? Yeah, Bloodborne is the one that I mean. Shoot the horse, I guess? Yeah, shoot the horse. I probably should have killed that horse. Target, dodge, retribution, crush, knockback and stun. No, I can, okay, I'll hit that idiot. Well, I'll miss that idiot, but I'll try to hit that idiot. Plus 25% damage and plus 4 speed. Yeah, there's a real kind of bonus to having properly hungry fucking vampires to just trot out and boost up. Because you know, if you're full of the angry blood, if you've eaten some proper delicious goddamn human snackage, what do you want to do except beat a horse covered in glitter? Like, what else is there for you at that point in your life? You've got to get out there and thrash that glitter horse. I don't know why I couldn't quite finish saying that, but I couldn't. You're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna heal that guy.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
These assholes. Alright. Okay. Guess we're alright for a minute. Ooh. Heal self for 40% of max HP, or... which is an attack. Where he heals himself. Yeah, everything. I love this guy so goddamn much. Like, everything he does is either designed to... You are... Why aren't you... Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, he can't attack because the enemies aren't in the right position. He can only attack people who are a little bit further away than that. Cool. Up.
Be gone, fiend.
Yeah, the Flagellant is just constantly on a loop of getting his ass kicked a little bit and then getting right back into it. He feels pretty alive, and by that he means he just didn't attack without me asking him to. What an asshole.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So, yeah, this is kind of the whole deal of Darkest Dungeons, and I'm doing a lot better than I would have been if this hadn't been quite an old save file, because, you know, as you go, you build up your hamlet, you build up your nice house, and that means that you can afford better equipment for your disposable idiots. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of progress as a as a team manager until you get to the point where you can almost get to the point where, like, you can keep people alive and it doesn't feel like you're not paying attention to what the game's about when you do it. You can almost get to a point where you almost feel like the game wants you to give any kind of a care about these sad suckers that you're sending off constantly to their own death. And that's, you know, it's not a bad way to kind of have it all play out. I'm just gonna not have a good... Oh, no. Yeah, he just takes other people's misery and makes it his own because he can heal. Bandage up my poor soldier boy. God, I love that idiot. Like, look at his big old goddamn peanut head, like, just sat there, just kind of bobbing around, big old eye patch on there. Wondering how he's going to manage this one. Even more monsters arrive. I'm currently on 7 kills, which implies to me that there's going to be about 40 kills in this round, which is quite a few kills. He can use his terrible attacks that heal him now. It's pretty handy. God, I love that guy. Yep. Rampart. It's not back and stun. It's Retribution I've been meaning to cast this whole time. Are we just gonna... Yeah, let's just keep cutting idiots in the center. He's gonna get whacked. Who cares? This is mainly... this is, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is mainly a video for fans of Darkest Dungeon. Like, I don't have... There aren't any cool, great, like, funny hot takes, really, for this. Because this is just a very competently put together video game in which, like, strategic battle happens. And I like that. You might not. It will probably be me failing to beat a boss in Dark Souls 2 next week, which I expect to be more a traditional kind of video for our channel, because I'm going to be bad at it, but the Fume Knight can like... I've actually beaten the Fume Knight in Dark Souls. Not that anyone has ever asked me, nor cared, but it's not the Fume Knight that gives me trouble, actually. It's the Ivory King stuff, which we'll be playing. I'll get to fight that big Ice Sabertooth cat, which I assume everyone is waiting to see how I do against, despite the fact that I've never brought it up or mentioned it before. Oh, I'm getting wasted now. Alright, probably heal that idiot so he doesn't just up and fucking perish. Oh, god damn it all. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay, do I have any anti... I really should have thought of that before I came, shouldn't I? The whole gets rid of corpses attack. Although, you know, handy for health. Ah, the Flagellant, you lunatic, you shirtless jackass. I really should have done the other attack, and everyone knows it. Bandages, let's keep it up. Let's not get murdered. Just whipping my mates. Is she alright? 3 damage for 5 rounds. That's quite a lot of damage, actually. Oh, god damn you. Alright.
Executed with impunity.
Yeah. Oh, come. Alright. Are we fools to press on? Probably. Do it anyway, boys. In a minute, we're gonna back out and get some goddamn Lorvendom. Alright, so... Punish you. Yeah, the Flagellant is really kind of... the Flagellant is one of the newer characters. They turned up in the DLC not too long ago. He's very, like... Unlike a lot of the characters in this, he's incredibly self-sufficient. Like, his whole, like, damage curve is just him getting hurt, and then getting back, and then getting hurt, and then coming back from it. And that's the whole match of a Flagellant. And he's very good at it. If they do too much damage, he just can kind of absorb that, and then on his turn he does more damage because you hurt him badly. And he's not pleased with you for having done that. He reacts quite well to danger, which you need, obviously. And I think it says something quite cool about the game, that the guy who's best going to react to the whole situation you're in... That was probably what I was going to do, to be fair. The guy who best reacts to your situation is the guy who has lost his mind about... and just wants to hurt himself all the time. Like the guy that you literally are just recruiting sadists, because those make the best like pain absorbers, and that's what you need above everything else. Some guy who can get hurt pretty bad and like giggle about it. He has a good time when he gets hurt. I don't know what stress does to him, but I think he has his own stress condition as well. Like he specifically enjoys the terrible, terrible situation you're in, to the point where I kind of just want to make a team of pure vigilants, because at least then, you know, someone will be having a good time. I think that's dead. Yeah, that is dead. Alright. I guess buff the team. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so let's just do that. Heal yourself.
The greater the glory.
Oh, what is gonna happen to these poor idiots though? Oh, she's poisoned and dead. I should have taken her. Debuffs off her with the hungry fragile, because she's gonna bump around on death's door for ages, which is a permanent fucking debuff now. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Horse. Dead horse. Nice dead horse and the wear out.
At last, some sheltered corner of reality.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Oh, that's probably what the stuff is for. Sometimes greed is good. Bloodlust, you still haven't. I think I might just leave. I don't know, we've got another fight in us, and we've certainly come a not very long way. There's 10% healing, plus 10% stress. Amstead miasma. We want to keep going? Our two head vampires are in pretty good nick, I suppose. How are you doing? 3 damage per turn. 3 damage per turn. So she takes 6 damage a turn, just 4 health left. So she's gonna probably die. Probably definitely die. I don't really want to waste her. She's not a bad soldier. Stress. She's a maniac for money. She's obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge. She's fascinated with corpses, and she's religious delusions. Amazing. The perfect soldier. Tough. She's also tough. She's no penalty when walking backwards, which is useless. 20 stress. Damage in the world. Weapon upgrade cost. Alright, those aren't particularly good. Those aren't great abilities. And those are all pretty... Maniac, obsessed with the acquisition. Those are all pretty nasty quirks. So actually, I'm not too bothered if she dies. What about you? Obsessed with the acquisition knowledge. Can only drink. Minus health. Minus for range skills. Damage of the torch goes low, but... Okay, so he's got pretty good ones, though. Okay, let's see if we can't kill some more idiots. It's gonna be about... Splendorous. Oh, we're in a terrible void, babies! Look at all this weird shit. Alright. Virtue said strength 10. Okay, alright, so now this is good for me. This is a bonus. Amazing. Let's whip these assholes. Like, I suddenly turned it around a little bit. This is okay, this is my favourite thing about Darkest Dungeons, is that sometimes the dungeon kind of works out a little bit. She's about to perish. She's definitely about to perish, except for her own ability to bandage her own shit up. I should really have had him absorb her miseries. Oh, has he been moved? He hasn't been moved. Good, good, good. It's all beautiful and pink back there. Not pink. Man, why'd you gotta fight? Why'd you gotta, though? Like, why'd you gotta, I guess, is my question. Why'd you hit her? Why'd you gotta do that? I guess, is my question, is why'd you gotta, though? Why'd you gotta? He's dead. Oh, yeah, no, splash some crap on me, you idiot. God, he is about to eat his own fucking hands off. That guy is about to go mental. I'm enjoying this. We're in golden hell. It's all beautiful, and we're fighting cultists. What else is life for? Has she been blessed as well? Is she... What's going on there? Why is she... Oh, she's stunned. Sorry, I thought that she'd, like... It's been a little while since I played it. I thought that she might have some kind of buff because of that big golden halo, but it turns out she's just been knocked goddamn senseless by this jackass. Retribution... Yeah, probably best to kill him because you want enemies dead a lot more than you want them weak. she's... Yeah, okay. Alright, so nothing happens. Yeah, no, go hurt the guy who likes being hurt. That's kind of how I want it. This guy's just losing his ass. I hate you so much. Are you gonna get stressed? Yay, more monsters. Alright, let's kill these asses. Yes! No, get in it, boy! Whip the ever-living Jesus out of skeletons with your crazy nude bullshit. I love you, you daffy sausage. You total asshole. You're amazing. Ah, man. No, I'm pleased now. That total jackass is just getting thrashed. And it's how he likes it. He's a rough... There's no way for me to continue talking about him that doesn't sound like some kind of weird sexual come on. But he's loving it rough, and I'm enjoying that he's doing that. He's exactly what I needed. Oh, I knew you were an asshole. You were already an asshole. I'm not surprised by your... It's not exactly a sudden but inevitable betrayal that the guy who's a prick is a prick. Stab him! Stab him more! Yes! Perfect! What an amazing cat. What an amazing dude. No, stab at her. Don't stab that at her. Right, is she gonna die? He's gonna die, but I'm rapidly, I'm very quickly stopping caring about the survival of that particular just total monster. Although he is still bloodlusty, which is handy. Don't, come on, give her a dude. She's stood all the way back there for a reason. Give her a minute. She's yelling about blood. Oh yes, yes, let's punish us all. Oh, what I love having, the kinkster at the front of my party. Just this one super randy guy with a whip who's just, he's absolutely prepared to die if it means he'll get his rocks off. We made it. We survived. Not super well, but, she can heal herself, getting her away from death's door a little bit. The seeds of madness have been very thoroughly planted. I think we might be... Oh, dude, no, you love it. You love this. This is what you're about, mate. Don't get hurt. Don't die. You love it, man. I really hope that guy doesn't die, because he is the sticky, sadomasochistic, weird fucking glue holding my party of ragtag deep dish shitheads together. Oh, good for you, you giant fucking idiot. Alright. Let's hurt some jackasses. Okay, alright, so what do we want to do? Buff self, buff... Let's buff everyone. Speed, accuracy, and crits. That's not very useful to me. I guess I could... No one's gonna bleed because they're all skeletons, so that's not useful either. I mean, I guess that's the most we can do. Do not taint the purity of my... wild self-flagellation experience. Oh, he only has a certain number of uses of that. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna whip the absolute hell out of this giant guy. And in doing so, save my own ass. Good for you, chum. Really kinda cram it on that really big lad. Really make him suffer. With your terrible little whip. The greatest thing about having a flagellant in your party is that the entire conversation about what you're doing very quickly becomes bizarrely kind of unpalatably sexual, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that one of the members of my party is a weaponized kinkster who I've basically pointed in the direction of hell, and he's like, ooh, goody! Good for you, mate. You live your best life whip in hand. You tan those randy skeletons, my boy. Ah, do survive, though. Do survive. I'm not actually worried about him. He's probably my greatest asset at current. I'm just gonna whip that idiot. Yeah, I'm gonna see if he can't take down some of these idiots. He's not gonna be able to poison anyone because he's not gonna be able to bleed anyone because they're all skeletons. But god damn it, he's gonna try. I have absolutely no doubt in his ability to really make those skeletons regret turning up. If for nothing else, in the way he will definitely die. Like, if he can't make them die, he can definitely make them regret inviting him to the party. God damn it, you weirdo. I'm just waiting for the DLC that gives him a friggin' gas mask dildo to just kind of really set everyone's agita going. He's desperately not welcome here, and I enjoy thrusting him at the party. Good for goddamn you, sir. Alright, let's I'm gonna see if I can't hurt that idiot. He's angry about it. Don't kill him.
Another life wasted.
He's dead. Oh, well, I guess he was a flagrant shithead, I suppose. He's killed that giant loser. Are you gonna... Alright, save yourself. I think it's more important that you live than that they get hurt. Unless they both attack you now, which I guess is bad. Oh, cool, it's these. I don't have Big Beefy Johnson with his weird whips, with his weird mace to kind of keep us all alive. Try and slice off whatever it is you cut off of his skeleton. I guess his entire body. I guess you got his entire goddamn self off, which is nice. Yeah, no, stab him! Stab him good, he likes that. That's kind of the whole reason he became an adventurer, was to have weird skeletons stab him in dimensional vortices, which is, you know, a really long thing to put on a job interview, but my god, does this one guy really want to work for you in your terrible dungeon. Which is all was tested. He's rapturous, which is apparently a bad thing.
The mind cannot.
Oh, he's super unhappy about it, but at the same time, how are you gonna be on time and space me? Oh, I see.
Corrupted curiosities.
I'm gonna take that.
For examination.
Ooh. I don't think I want to heal him. Okay, alright. Could I do that again? I'm 21. I reckon that's going to be 40. Can I kill 9? I don't think I can kill 19 monsters with a nearly dead sexual predator, a woman with a crossbow, and the world's worst goddamn Joker. God, Jared Leto. Not Jared. Is it Jared Leto? The rubbish one. Abandon the farmstead. I think we might have to. What have we got? I've got a bandage. I've got some medicinal herbs. I've got shifting shards that reflect indescribable hues from beyond time and space. Do I want to push on? He's looking pretty beat. And I do like him. What's rapturous even do as well? What's rapturous? It'll tell. There's a way of figuring it out. Rapturous. Oh, it just says rapture. Yeah, it doesn't tell you, actually, sometimes. You just kind of have to figure it out for yourself. What does rapturous mean? Anyone knows? Alright, okay. I think I might escape, because I think the alternative is that these idiots perish and I've invested too much money in them. I do like the little pile of corpses around the edge as well. I like that that will definitely get bigger as time goes on. He's paranoid, she's paranoid, and he's rapturous. Send him to the pub. Can he? Can those guys heal themselves properly?
The tragic extent of my failings.
Sort by class, sort by stress. Right, so what do you do? What do you like to do for self-worship, intense craving for alcohol, obsessed with sainthood, obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge? Rely, main skill, speed. I guess if you're intensely... I don't want to send you to the pub if you've got an intense craving for alcohol. I'm going to send you to the Abbey. I think as a flagell... Yeah, no, you're a flagellant, so of course you flagell-eyes. You flagell? You flagellerize yourself? I don't know. Will only drink, so this guy who I can only send to the pub, that's definitely going to go well for everyone. What a dick. Strength of warriors, money, obsessed with corpses, vivid religious delusions. What a... I guess you're good here as well. Yes, she's upset. I don't want to send her to the gambling hall because she's obsessed with money, and those seem like not great kind of combinations of elements. Do you have a meditate? I am just desperately trying to... Oh yeah, I'm nearly out of money now because I cared. I cared for one moment, and that was too many moments. Can't afford any of this. Ignore stealth. That's handy. Operation only, plague doctor, antiquarian. I don't know why you'd want to send an antiquarian into the goddamn blight, but antiquarians are an intentionally terrible combat class, whose entire deal is that they pick up extra stuff, like you can make a lot more money if you have an antiquarian in your pie, but the downside is that you will probably die. Do I have anyone fit for a foray into the Trials of Madness and Despair. I don't really have anyone fit for a foray into the Trials of Madness and Despair. The thing from the stars roams here this week. I'm not sure I want to encounter it. So I'm gonna go to the Weld. Just to try out the new hero. All right, you're a frontliner. Are you there? Do I have enough other people who are also interested in frontline combat duty? I guess I could go for two of them. That guy and I'll see what's in the. We'll see who's turned up this week. Oh, a musketeer. Yeah, they're functionally identical to the Arbalest. Apprentice Vestal? Apprentice.
A sister of battle.
Yes,
pious and
I'll do it.
unrelenting.
Alright. Let's see if I can't get my arse through that. Oh yeah, you are. You're surprisingly well adapted for that. Harvest, Dirk Stab. Finale, which is quite good. It moves you back to the back of the line for Battle of Solo. It marks everyone. Yeah, he has some quite good. You know what? Yeah, I think that is what I'll do. Yeah. I've never really used those moves before, but we're gonna find out together whether that's in any way kind of a survivable build. And yeah, you know what? Two here. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Oh, you can, buddy. You always can handle some more. Let's send you out there. 12 of those. Pack of torches. 2 of them. There's like a lot of different things that can happen, and I'm never sure whether I'm alright. These guys better come out with a lot of stuff because I've spent a lot of money now. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can happen. Like there's lots of different ways that items can interact with stuff that you find, and there's no like table to figure that out. You just kind of have to get a feel for what you want to apply to where, and if you do it wrong, that's gone forever.
Now they're as twisted as my own ambitions.
Let's get our asses to that next room, and of course we'll have a bit of a scrap first. Alright, so let's see what we've got. Impale, which does bright damage to everyone. Expose, which bypasses stealth, so that's handy. Puncture, which breaks guard, can't be guarded against. And does pull. Oh, okay. So they go back one. This one goes back one.
Be gone, fiend.
Oh, that's handy. And the next one will send you forward one. Alright, so buff ballad. Fire idiots. That's one that sends you forward, that's one that sends you back, and that's one that sends you forward, and that's one that you can only use from the middle. Alright, I see. Yes, let's do that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Another
not hard so far.
cleansed from plans.
The early stuff generally isn't. You basically only do the early stuff. I don't want to get involved with that tree. I'm going to be honest, that tree's business is largely its own, and I have no interest in finding myself involved with it, because it's a nightmare tree, and I don't want to stick my hand in it. It's like the fucking... What is it? The
Wealth beyond
Jock
measure.
Magal? There's a thing. There's a thing from Flash Gordon, and if you put your hand in the thing, it kills you, and I have no idea what it's called, but it will definitely do you in if you stick your weird little hand inside its weird little den. Alright, let's, God, I hope there's some decent barrels in this. Oh, it's a tree! And by a tree, I mean I'll use a shovel. God, I hate those. I used to do those wrong for ages, so my guys would have shovels in their... Ooh, stashed heirlooms, eh? I can use those to buy improvements to my fancy house that you will never see nor live in. Treasure room. In there. Open the luggage.
If only treasure
Nice.
could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Like, just the constant voiceover by a sad old man who's like, well, you did find an enormous bag of gold, but alas, I will still, like, it won't save you. Your soul is still fucked. Monsters are going to eat your entire goddamn body. Oh my god, they're all going to become vampires, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, the vampires suck. That wasn't intentional. That wasn't. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And I really hope that you all understand that I would never do that. That's not who I am. That's not the kind of thing that I do. I just I hope that you would, I guess, trust me enough to know that I would never have made that joke if I'd have known that that was the joke I was making. It's the joke from a mid... 2011 epic movie style vampire parody movie, and I mean, that isn't me. She threw snakes on that guy. I didn't know she was going to do that. But I wouldn't have made that joke if I guess if I'd thought about it, and I want you to know that I expect better of me. It's not something that we're about here at Hollywood Metal. That's not the kind of quality that we kind of want to hold ourselves to. I will yell all day about fetishistic weirdos who I will yell literally for the rest of my life if required. If my boss came in here tomorrow and was like, all right, look, there's only one joke for you now, and you're gonna have to do it forever. And it's gonna be being very excited about flagellants, having terrible, frightening, kind of gnarlishly horrible sexual experiences with literally the living dead. I would be okay with that. Like, I would accept that, but I'm not gonna make a joke about. I would not. I'm better than that. You're better than that. There's no one here who wants to hold themselves to a low enough standard that vampires suck becomes a reasonable comedic expression. There's no way. I'm gonna eat some food, because, man, I mean, just good God, you know, I'm better than an advertising executive from 2010, and that's, like, I'm gonna hold my hands up. That's not a particularly high bar I've set for myself, because I'm genuinely kind of a talentless hack of worthy of no expression. I'm not good at this. You aren't good at this. None of us are good, but I would not make that joke, because I have to. I mean, I hope one day I have a child, and I'm gonna have to look at that kid, and the kid's gonna look up at me, and he's gonna see me, and he's somehow gonna know that I did that. He's gonna somehow know that, and I will never be able to get over it. I love that. In canon, what just happened is that a small insectoid butler gave me dismissed me irritably, and as a result I took quite an amount of stress damage. Like, I am that character is 1/3 of the way to a heart attack, and a lot of that is because someone just, like, disregarded them slightly, and I like that. That's a cool thing for a video game to do. Ooh, a buff. Yeah, if you get crits do that sometimes. God, no one's been bitten by monsters yet, and I'm just so... Please don't become a monster. You resisted it. You resisted genuinely just being a total asshole, and I'm so proud of you. Right, so that's dead, because it's only got 1 health left anyway. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. What is the finale? Oh, it adds damage to finale, and it gives him a massive dodge. That's quite useful. I wish I had a massive dodge. What invitation to the evening of games and entertainment? Sign the Baron. Yeah, you need those to do the mission at the palace. And so, like, if you try that mission too many times and fail at it, and I think that's the one mission. I think that's a mission actually where if you do fail at it, what ends up happening is that you finally... Yeah, alright, so the next battle we get into, his first move is going to be finale. And yeah, the Baron's the one, like, procession in the game, continue adventuring, because I'm not done yet, and I've spent a lot of money to come here, so I'd like it back, please. There's only one. Alright, okay. Well, at least I know that if you want to go grave digging, use a goddamn shovel. Fancy. And now we go home. Yeah, if you want to go to a terrible vampire party, you gotta keep your progress at the terrible vampire party, because it's really difficult. It's like, it was introduced as a DLC, and it's the one where your characters get serious game-altering sickness from. It's the reason half of my goddamn team are vampires now, which is
faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me, and the letter was on its way.
Oh, what a shame. Is that meant to be sad? Am I meant to be unhappy that the old man, I presume at this point, either killed himself or had a unfortunately close encounter with some kind of otherworldly monster? I mean, I assume killed himself. It's best to assume he killed himself, I think. It doesn't hurt anyone. Oh, it's in the Warrens now, the goddamn thing. Yeah, they will not go on missions that much above their own level because they don't want to die. They're not idiots, goddammit. Alright, what do I want? Oh no, I think you can send them to quests above their own level. You can't send them to quests below because there's a very clear line about what this game will do. It will let you send unchecked, unprepared idiots into the clutches of the darkest, foulest monsters, but it will not let you send experienced adventurers onto a quest that they don't feel particularly hard done to by, because this is a game fundamentally at its most basic kind of point about getting your ass kicked, and clocking in at an hour, I think we're about done having our asses kicked. This is quite good. What do you think so far? Hit me up with a comment. Let me know if I should do more of this video. I promise I'll be more active next time. I've had a bit of a long day, so I apologise if yeah, I'm very tired right now. Next time, I promise more jokes about getting whipped and the sexual objectification of the shambling undead. That is a promise to you. It doesn't matter what game I cover actually next week. There will be more of that. That's just kind of how this is going to go. So yeah, that's Darkest Dungeon. That's Darkest Dungeon, the Comet DLC, which is full of shivering, unwholesome monsters. You must return, I'm afraid, because you're pretty much obviously Jared Leto from that movie that nobody liked. I didn't like it. I don't know if anyone someone will have liked it. Like, it was released, so there must be at least 10 people in the film industry who thought it would make money, who thought it would be liked. If not, they didn't. Like, if they didn't like it, they at least must have thought that someone would like it, and they're people who get paid a lot, which is the business equivalent of being good at your job, is being well paid, I guess. I mean, how else do you explain Donald Trump? Bourgeois! And with that weird kind of noise that I just made to cut the tension from making a political joke, I'm going to call it quits. You guys have a nice day. I can't, because I've seen the end of the world, and it's very low-paid labour in which human beings are exploited to fulfill the needs of a terrifying and uncaring financial monstrosity. The real horror is capitalism. And that's kind of a cool angle to go for. I'm literally fighting a terror from beyond time itself, an immaterial monster, a seething, roiling physical manifestation of the foulest, most inhuman impulses. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, money's bad. God, I'm the parody of I'm exactly the kind of self-parodying fucking communist that everyone tells you university makes you. If only university could have made me a job. Goodbye! That was weird. That was weird, right? Like, that was a weird thing I just did. Anyway, bye.